Today, people, I'm ready to read Toy Story 1 and 2, 2 and 3 in one book I got for today. I was going to review, most likely the sequels. I was not giving 2, 3, 4, but for now I'm reading the book of it to you. And after that, I'm going to do the next storybook. So here we go. Andy was a very lucky boy. He had lots of different toys, but his favorite toy was a cowboy named Woody. Making sure you guys are watching. Andy loved to play with Woody, but there was something Andy didn't know about Woody and the other toys. When Andy isn't around, the toys had a life of their own. They moved it, they talked it, they laughed it, and they have adventures. All toys did, but only when no one was watching. That's kind of their main rules in the movie too. One year, Andy got a brand new toy for his birthday. A space ranger named Buzz Lightyear. Buzz had flashing lasers, gadgets, and even wings. Buzz thought he was a real space ranger. He even thought he could fly. Woody tried to tell Buzz that he was actually a toy, but Buzz wouldn't listen. Soon, Buzz became Andy's new favorite toy. This made Woody very sad. Poor Woody. One day, Andy was going to Pizza Planet. His mom told him he could bring just one toy. Woody wanted to go. He tried to shove Buzz aside, but he accidentally pushed Buzz out his bedroom window instead. Whoops! Woody got to go with Andy, but the other toys were very upset. They thought Woody had pushed Buzz out the window on purpose. Woody felt bad until Buzz turned up in the car too. Buzz was very angry with Woody that the two began to fight. When the car stopped at a gas station, they tumbled out the back door. Oh no! Andy and his mom drove off to Pizza Planet, leaving Buzz and Woody behind. They had become lost toys, and Andy's family was moving to a new home in just 2 days. When Woody spawned in a Pizza Planet truck, Woody told Buzz that the truck was a spaceship, and they hopped on board. Buzz instead on riding the front. Luckily, a stack of pizza boxes kept him hidden from the driver. At Pizza Planet, Buzz climbed into a claw game filled with toy aliens. Buzz thought the game was a spaceship. Woody tried to get Buzz out, but as soon as they were, both trapped it. Oh no! Andy's mean neighbor, Sid, captured Buzz and Woody. Sid loved to torture toys. Woody and Buzz were in trouble. Sid took Buzz and Woody home with him. Sid's room was full of mutant toys. He had created them by combining different toy parts in strange ways, and now he had evil plans for Buzz and Woody. They had to escape. Ooh, yeah, I remember that creepy baby face. You can't see it because of the line on the side here. And they just skipped the rest of it of them being tortured, because this book can't handle all the pages. Anyways, Buzz tried to fly out of Sid's house, but he finally realized that Woody was right. He wasn't a real space ranger. He was only a toy. Sid sent a rocket to Buzz. He planned to blow up Buzz to pieces. Buzz and Woody tried to work together if they were going to escape. Buzz didn't want to escape. He felt sad because he wasn't a real space ranger. Woody helped Buzz understand that Andy loved him and that means a toy wasn't very important. And before they knew it, Buzz and Woody had become friends. Yeah, I remember this movie had lots of sad scenes in it. Till they were together. Woody came up with a plan to save Buzz. He asked Sid's toys to help. Just as Sid was about to blow Buzz up, Woody and the other toy mutants came to say to life. Sid was terrified and screamed and ran away. Best scene in the movie. Buzz and Woody were thrilled that Sony were Sid's toys. He knew that Sid would never torture them again. Now Buzz and Woody were free to go back to Andy. But Andy's moving van was already pulling away from his house. They had to catch up to it. Buzz and Woody ran and ran. Sid's mean dog, Scott, began to chase them. Luckily, RC came out of the moving van to give Buzz and Woody a ride. They thought they were home free till RC's batteries began to run out, with their Slinky trying to help. Then they remembered that Buzz still had said rocket strike it to his back. Woody launched it, whoosh! Buzz and Woody and RC flew through the air. RC landed safely in the back of the moving van, but Buzz and Woody kept going. Buzz popped his wings into the air and exploded. Buzz and Woody were falling, but thanks to Buzz's wings, they were falling with style. Buzz held onto Woody and towards Andy's car. Buzz and Woody through the car sunroof and popped it down next to Andy where belonged it. The end. Number 2 time. Toy Story 2. Do you like toys? Well, Andy sure does. He has a lot of different kinds of toys, and he loves to play with each and every one of them. Okay, in this one they look all cartoony with those big eyes, but that's okay. But Andy's favorite toys are a cowboy named Woody and a space ranger named Buzz Lightyear. One day something terrible happened. Woody was toy napped by Al. You see, Woody wasn't a toy. He was a famous toy who once had his own TV show along with Jessie the cowgirl, Bullseye the horse, and Stinky Pete the prospector. Woody stunned it in Woody's Roundup. Because Woody and the other Roundup toys were so famous, Alan, a greedy toy store owner, was going to sell them to a museum all the way across the world in Japan. Jessie, Bullseye, and the prospector were very excited that they have been in storage for a long time. But Woody didn't want to go to a silly museum. He wanted to go back home to Andy. That is, he did until Jessie told him a story. He just, as Woody had Andy, Jessie once had a girl who loved her. They played it together. They laughed it together. They spent every day together until the girl grew up and forgot all about Jessie. Woody began to wonder if Andy will grow up and forget about him. Maybe the museum wouldn't be so bad after all. Yeah, when I saw the sequel, this is the reason why I loved the movie, because of Jessie's very sad backstory. Meanwhile, Buzz Lightyear had been busy planning a rescue mission. Mr. Patailhead, Swinky, the dog, Ham, Buzz, and Rex all set off together to find Woody. I would play some Toy Story soundtrack, but my PS3 and PS4 don't hook up online anymore. Anyways, to get to Al's toy barn, the toys had to cross a busy street. Unfortunately, they had a plan and success. Inside the store, Buzz and the others had to face another challenge, a new and confused Buzz Lightyear toy. And little did they know that an evil toy named Emperor Zurg was hot on their trail, but nothing would stop Buzz and his friends from finding Woody. Fun fact, and Emperor Zurg did make a little bit of appearance in the first movie, but in the deleted scene. They quickly find Al in the office of the toy store and followed him to his apartment. And there was Woody, but there was one problem. Woody had discovered to go to the museum and with the other Roundup toys. He didn't want to end up forgotten and in the storage. Buzz tried to convince Woody to go home to Andy, but the cowboy had made up his mind, so Buzz and the other toys about Woody. Oh, look at Slinky, he looks sad. Until we get to the next scene. It didn't take Woody long enough to realize that he had made a mistake. His true place was with Andy, not in the museum. But the prospector had a different plan. He was going to the museum and no cowboy will stand in his way. He trapped Woody, Jessie, and Bullseye in the apartment, then Al took them away. Woody's friends had to rescue him, but first they had to defeat Zurg. Now they had to hurry. Al was on his way to the airport. Next stop, Japan. Sure you guys are seeing it. Was Woody and Buzz able to save her? Of course they would. Yeehaw! Okay, glad this one's short. Soon Woody, Buzz, Rex, Ham, Mr. Potato Head, and Twinkie were back in Andy's room along with their new toys, Jessie and Bullseye. All the toys knew that they couldn't stop Andy from growing up, but they wouldn't miss it from the world. Here we go, the last one, number 3. Hopefully I can read this one real fast. When Andy was a little, he loved it playing with his toys. Okay, the third one, he looked very cartoony-ish. Anyways, there was Rex, Ham, Jessie, Bullseye, Buzz, Lightyear, Slinky Dog, and the aliens. And Andy's very favorite toy, Sheriff Woody. Now, Andy has grown up and is packing for college. He's going to take Woody with him. Andy plans to store his other toys in the attic, but Andy's mom picks up the bag by mistake. Oh no! She thinks it's trash. Luckily, the toys avoid the garbage truck and make a daring escape to the garbage. Woody explains that it was a big mistake. Andy didn't mean to throw them away, but no one believes him. Jessie sports a insulation box, and the toys climb in. The box of toys gets into Sunnyside daycare. Jessie, Buzz, and the gang are thrilled that they found cheerful toys and all the extra batteries they could want. Lotso, hugging there, welcomes the new toys. Marmy again defended. It was the best thing that ever happened to you, Lotso. Saying, Lotso, you'll never be outgrown or forgotten. Woody still didn't think they belonged there were Andy's toys. He says if he leaves for home by himself, he uses a kite to go up, and he goes down. A little girl named Bonnie finds Woody and takes him to her house. Back at Sunnyside, things are not so sunny. The daycare children throw, smash, and rumble on the toys. Anyone feels being hurt. Woody was right. They didn't belong here. The toys needed help. They went to go back to Andy at night. Buzz goes to talk to Lotso, but there are more big problems. Lotso, he wants Andy's toys to stay with the toddlers who haven't learned to play nicely with toys yet. Or so the toddlers wouldn't play with them. Lotso gets his toughest friends to capture Buzz. But Buzz, Space Ranger, is in trouble. The other toys are in trouble, too. Lotso locks them up in jail for the night. And Buzz and this is the guard. Lotso has pressed a button on Buzz. The Space Ranger now believes that he and these toys are enemies, working for the evil Emperor Zurg. Meanwhile, Woody is having fun at Bonnie's house. He eats nice toys. An old clown named Chuckles says that he knew Lotso a long time ago. Woody learns that Lotso is bad and his friends are in danger. Woody wants to go and home to Andy, but his friends need help. Woody sneaks back into Sunnyside. The toys plan their escape. Woody and Slinky grab the daycare keys. It's time to reset Buzz. The toys sneak across the playground. Shh. This is the only way, Woody says. Oh no, Lotso is waiting at the dumpster. The toys struggle to pass Lotso, but a garbage truck. And now everyone is ahead from the dumpster truck. If this video ends, I just know it's gonna only end like 23 minutes. Kinda cool to sing off. So you'll basically see half of this book. At the dump, the toys are pushed onto a conveyor belt. They are moving towards the incinerator. The toys are scared, but everyone stick together. The toys give Lotso a boost so he can reach the stop button, but Lotso changes his mind. He doesn't push the button. No! Yells Woody as he and the other toys came closer to the fire. Suddenly, a huge claw scoops the toys up. The aliens have saved the other friends. Lotso found a new home. Toys with hearts. The show plays in his heart. The end. Wow, I can't believe I read the whole thing already. That's far toward the end because I just now reached the 23 minutes. So these ones are next since they're brand new ones. Mr. DNA, A Book of Dinosaurs, and Disney's Haunted Mansion. This one is brand new. So I'm going to have to read both of these ones later on. So I'm obviously going to start with this one, and then Disney's Haunted Mansion. But you'll get to talk about the live-action Haunted Mansion movie another time, and most likely a video game. And someday I'll probably rent Jurassic Park book. So I'll talk about these ones next later. I just have to write like the whole entire book for like 20 minutes. Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. I haven't even talked about the fourth one yet. So I'll do it another time. So both of these books will be next. Later.